Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Susan and today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial. First off, we're starting with moisturizer because you need a hydrating base for your makeup to sit nicely. This is the moisturizer I am using. It's quite thick, but I like it because it keeps my skin moisturized for a very long time. Now that our base is good, I'll be going in with this Abib lip collagen mask. This mask is so amazing. I have a full review about it on Instagram and TikTok. Please do well to check it out. For primer, I'll be using the Yanga Beauty Prime Matte. This is a mattifying primer. I love this so much. If you're an oily skin girly, you will like this. It's a silicone based primer. It helps to blow out my pores and just reduce excess production of oil from my skin. Because it's spring and we want something soft, I like to use a skin tint, and this one is from Face Coat. I love this so much because the blend is flawless. It gives medium coverage and this is just 2 pumps and you will see what my skin looks like after it. I now use brushes for my application because I discovered that it gives flawless and airbrush finish, and if you want a soft glam look, you need to switch to brush application right now. I always use whatever is left over for my forehead. I like to keep products on my forehead to the minimum. Now guys, this is what 2 pumps of the skin tint looks like on my skin. It's giving my skin but flawless. For my neck where I didn't apply any product, you can see that my spots are visible. I'm going to go in with 2 little drops again just for extra coverage. Now that I like what I see, I'm going to use a beauty blender to blend all of this at once. And guys, this is the only time I pick up my beauty blender to use on my face. I'll be using this red lip stain as my liquid blush, and I like to apply just 2 drops at the highest point of my cheek. Then I'll be using this fluffy blush brush to blend it out. I like to blend from the highest point of my cheeks to my brow bone. I like what it does to my face. It gives me a very soft and flush look, and I use whatever is left on my nose. Now I'll be going in with this Fenty stick in suede. This is like my perfect concealer shade, and this is the first layer of concealer I apply. Obviously, because it's mine, I like to apply directly from the stick, but if you're using this for someone else, I advise you use a brush. I'm applying it to every area I would normally conceal, so the under eye, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, and my chin. I'll be going in with this round fluffy brush to blend everything. Starting with my under eyes, I have seen a lot of difference with using brush to blend my under eyes. If you're like me and your under eye tend to crease, I advise you use a fluffy brush so that it can get into those crevices and give you a flawless under eye. Trust me guys, I have not looked back since I started using my brushes instead of a beauty blender. Personally guys, I think a good makeup application is not just about the product but also the technique, and this is one technique I'm willing to die on. Now for blending, I like to keep the product in the center, then blend out the edges to prevent any harsh lines. Now I'll be going in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer to brighten up my under eyes. Leaving that to set, I'll apply my cream contour using the Fenty stick in Expresso, applying it to areas I normally contour: my cheekbones, my forehead, and my nose. I also use it to outline my upper lip to make it look fuller. Using my angled contour brush, I will blend my contour in a tap motion, bringing the product up to my blush. Yes, if you're tender head like me, I think you should stop using a melting band and start using a stocking cap or a hose to melt your lace. It does the job and it saves you from headache. Using a smaller contour brush, I will blend the cream contour on my nose. I like to push it into my eyelids because it gives a very nice look. Now I'll go back to blend my concealer using the same blending technique, keeping the product at the center of my face and blending out the edges to prevent any harsh line. Please remember to look up while blending so you can blend your under eyes to perfection. That is how you get a flawless under eye. I also take my time by blending the sides of my nose to prevent any creases and bring leftover product to my upper lip. Now going with a powder puff and my face powder to set everywhere that I applied concealer. This is what I do before baking, and this is also another step that will give you a flawless under eye. I take my time in setting the concealed areas just as much as I take my time in blending out the concealer. Now this is what my face looks like with the first layer of powder. If you're okay with this, you can go ahead, but now I'm going to set with a setting powder. I will dab off the excess at the back of my palm and set. Guys, this is another technique that I do. I set first with my setting powder before going in to bake. This is what I do. I don't mind the layer of powder. This is how I get a flawless under eye. I use the leftover setting powder on the back of my palm to set the rest part of my face that I applied concealer. Now I'll be using this Glowish contour powder to set my cream contour using the same contour brush and blending method. I do a reverse contour with the leftover powder on my powder puff. I don't like to apply any more powder at this point. You can go ahead to do that if you want to, but I'm fine with just doing it with the leftover setting powder I have on my powder puff. Did my brows off camera. Now I'll be using this face coat setting spray to set my entire face without dusting off the setting powder I had baked with earlier. I'll go ahead to use this hand fan to just dry it quickly. For my eyeshadow, I'll be using this Nude palette from Huda Beauty. I don't know if it's still available, but I really like it. I'll also be using that contour shade to contour my eyes. So I'm using it as my base eyeshadow. I'm applying it with a round fluffy eyeshadow brush into my crease and just fluffing it out to create like a wing. I'll go in with this pinkish nude shade as my transition color just to blend the edges and make sure that there's no harsh line. It might look very bright at some point, but I will go back in with the contour shade and blend it so I have like a seamless blend. Using this flat fluffy eyeshadow brush, I will apply this shimmer shade on my eyelid. This shade is so beautiful and a little goes a long way. It is very pigmented, as you guys can see. With just these 3 steps, we have created a very beautiful eyeshadow look. So if you don't know how to apply eyeshadow, I think this is like the easiest thing you can do, and you will look very glam, very chic and very sophisticated. I really love this look. I went back in with that contour shade just to bring back more of that color and to add more depth to the eye look. Now I'm going to use my face powder to set my entire face, dust off any excess powder under my eyes and just reduce that powdery look. I like my blush dewy, so I don't set it with a powder blush. Now I'm going to go back with my blush brush and just apply what is left on it on my cheeks to bring back more color to my face. Now I'll be going in with another layer of setting spray to seal everything in, and I'll use my fan to dry it quickly. For highlighter, I'll be using the Yanga Beauty Candid Glow. Guys, this highlighter is what I call Miss Less is More. Literally, this is how I apply it. I haven't opened the entire container cause in my pore and it is very, very pigmented. You can see what that little application has done to the cheeks. For lashes today, I'll be sticking to just mascara because I want the eye look to stand out. Also guys, I've been applying castor oil to my lashes and I've been seeing a lot of difference. So I'm trying to wear my lashes out more. Please don't forget to apply mascara on your bottom lashes. It does a lot to your eye look. Now using that contour stick from Fenty, I'm going to be lining my lips. I have really dark lip line, so I like to use a dark contour shade or a dark lip pencil to line my lips. Nothing screams soft glam like a nude lip, so I'll be using this pinkish nude lipstick from Huda Beauty in Buttercup. I love the way it applies and I love the color on my lips. It's the perfect nude shade for me. To blend, I'll go back in with the contour shade I used earlier to line my lips, just so that I have a very beautiful ombre lip look. You can leave it like this if you want, but I'll go ahead to add this hydra gloss from Kiko to just give it a beautiful shimmer. This just took the lip combo from a 10 to a 100. And there you have it guys, a simple, soft, effortless glam look. I love this so much. The color payoff is so beautiful. Let me know in the comment section if you guys like it. What do you guys think? Will you be trying it? And if you would like to see more of this video, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what kind of look you want to see in my next video and I'll be sure to create it for you guys. Bye guys. Mwah.